Welcome to Rangers Radio on the Matchday Show, the world's one and only unique live phone-in show for Rangers supporters all over the world. Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Well, hello, good evening, or nearly good morning. Welcome back to Rangers Radio. Chuck myself up here back in the show as the one and only AK, who's got no fingernails left and nerves are shattered. How are we doing, AK? We've done it, mate. Made it hard, but we've done it.
Wow. Why do we support this club of yours at nights like that? That just makes it well, doesn't it?
For a neutral, mate, it was a decent game at times. You know, sometimes we lacked quality, sometimes we played some decent, sometimes we were poor in possession, sometimes we were decent in possession. But ultimately, it doesn't matter, mate. We're through.
Aye. That's it in a nutshell. We didn't perform over the 90 minutes or the 120 minutes as we were hoping and expecting. But Super Jack Butland in goals.
Aye, well.
For all the criticism
Alan McGregor comes in, mate, and if you notice, his movement was different for what it's been before, mate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Aye.
Oh, has the coaching changed? I don't know. It's interesting. Maybe we'll find out. Well, we'll quickly go through the match quickly, and then we'll get the phone lines opened, yeah, quickly, because time's moving on. Right, so, listen, we started okay, mate. I thought the first half we pretty much done okay without being outstanding. I don't think they hurt us much, and we had opportunities. One fell to Tierney's lines the wrong foot. And the opportunities we had weren't the chances in front of goal. It was opportunities to make chances, and we made the right pass. Raskin, who I thought covered a lot of ground, broke away in the first half after stealing the ball, and he delays his pass and gets mugged, mate. And we were making small errors like that you've got to move the ball so the player has the opportunity to score. And then we get caught with a sucker punch just before half time. Stirling a wee bit slow getting out, in my opinion. Didn't think he had a fantastic match, even though I'm a fan. But we'll come to the other fullback in a minute, mate. Takes a deflection off him, takes Tav out the game. And the guy, like in the first leg, when their guy hits it, he does one that it's not going to go in the goal 6-7 times out of 10. But what a finish. And we're 1-0 down just before half time. I don't think we deserve to be behind up, AK.
I don't know. As you say, what we done great last week. We didn't, thing with it again for tonight. You know, it was just the final ball. Just the final decision, the lack of quality. I just thought we invited on the Montes. We were too deep sometimes, and we lost the field. And aye, but
the big Balogun, because it was more a running race tonight, he wasn't as effective, but he managed to play for that game. So the second half started, and the nerves kicked in. And listen, I didn't think we played as well in the second half, and we lost a goal. And I've got to say, I know it comes off Tavernier, and it technically could be classed as an own goal. I've not seen what they've done officially, but Jeff, who have championed, mate, he's got assets in his games. He's some late, he's some forward, but some he's defending. When he makes that slide tackle, mate, he's got to just make sure the ball goes out the park, mate. Yeah.
Aye, when you go to ground, you need to win the ball for that position, and it was a poor attempt. The ball came in, Zamansky. What a finish for his first goal, but that second one, it was on target, so he'll get the credit for the goal. But when you go to ground, you must win the ball, particularly in that situation. Tavernier, he's caught a wee bit flat-footed. I think it comes off the inside of his thigh through his legs for 2-0. But at that point in the game, I think the whole stadium's going, oh no.
So we rallied and made opportunities. And Niggerman, who I thought was poor, along with Barjami, substitutes, mate. If I'm honest, then I didn't think Hadji was particularly great neither. We couldn't keep the ball, and then commentary, Ali's saying, it's simple, this, you just get out of the danger man, Tierney. And he's right, and the amount of times we ran with it, overran it, and never made the pass was criminal at times. I'm not saying Tierney would have scored, all I'm saying it was the right pass to give yourself a chance, AK, yeah?
Aye. Well, he's making himself available there. He's probably our most potent threat the entire game, but he was also one of the most frustrating players the entire game as well, because there was 2 or 3 times he could have released it to somebody in space, and he tried to take on their entire defence. But he was certainly probably the only quality player that we had on the park at that stage of the game.
But the other 4 forwards during the game, Igaman Dessers, Hadji, and Barjami, mate, I thought that between them contributed hee-haw. Right?
Aye.
And I've got to be honest, that's my opinion. Yeah.
Dessers no service at all. I thought, though, he was more interested in his own wee personal battle with that big centre half. The two of them, I think, were lucky to stay on the park, to be honest. We were at each other all night. Anyway,
so the game petered out, mate, and obviously they broke away a few times, and it was nervy. And then the second half started, the extra time started, mate. And I thought we done okay in extra time without being outstanding. Made a couple of mistakes. Again, getting the ball away cheaply, particularly down the left-hand side for Jamie Hadji, you know. But then it went to penalty kicks. And let's be honest, because of the last 2 penalty shootouts we've been involved in, you're fearing the worst. And our goalie hasn't got a reputation of being great at penalty kicks.
Yeah.
However, we won in penalty kicks, okay? And Jack Butland saved 2 and forced a miss in the other one. There you are, I'm saying he forced a miss.
Is that ball landed yet? But aye, Tadic, and you're expecting him, experienced player, to get him off to a good start. And Butland saves it with his legs. And then Fred, I thought he was the outstanding player in the park. I don't know
best football player in the park, mate. He was shy. Forward next to him was...
You never mentioned him, the amount of yellow cards he was getting it.
The referee, mate. I thought it was petty, mate. Petty to the point of ruining a game. There was hardly much contact. And by the way, did they throw themselves about, mate?
Nah, it was the daft cats that came in that we knew.
The screaming and the shouting. Fred was the best man in the park, in my opinion. And then I think Raskin next to him, mate. Without being outstanding, Nico, he can pass the ball better, but the ground cover challenges, he does, he won, yeah. And in defence, I thought John Suter was a pick. By the way, supported by James Tavernier. I didn't think Jeffrey was good. I think Balogun, let's just say, he gives you everything he's got. And last week, it was immense with the headers and that. But when the game in the ground, you can see his age. But anyway, it doesn't matter, Ike. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter a jot. We'll get Ibrox full. There'll be a scramble for tickets. We'll all be looking at flights. We'll all be thinking. We'll all be dreaming. And it keeps the season alive. Well, obviously, where there's hope, where there's life, there's hope in the league. But we're realistic. However, Europe's not for everyone, EK.
It's certainly not. It's certainly not. And there you go, Barry. 2 games in charge, knockout tie, and that's him already got a better record than any manager in the last 20-odd years for Celtic.
Yeah, because he's won a European knockout tie, yeah?
Correct.
Yeah. Right, okay. Look, we're not going to be long tonight, but let's hear from you.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972? It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
AK, I'm going to say something here, mate, and I've not been flippant and I've not been disrespectful when I say it. And don't worry, it's not aimed at you. See, when we were taking the penalty kicks, all I could think of was that young boy. And let's get a result for that young boy who lost his life, mate. Yeah, and obviously panned out. And that one's for you, young man, and all his family. Yeah, I don't know why. It just came into my head as the penalty started, yeah.
As listen, life works in mysterious ways, and he'll be looking down the night on that, and his family will really feel it. And what an ovation Ibrox gave him 40th minute tonight. Well done, everyone. Yeah.
Aye. Listen, mate. Great result. Emotions, penalty kicks, excellent for the club. All the superlatives, mate. Yeah, we never won the game, but it's a European tie, mate. We're through, mate.
That's that, man. It's over 180 minutes, 100.
Anyway, I'll cut across you, Cable. Been going with Josh. Evening, Josh.
You're right, fellas. How you doing? All right. Well, you must be delighted with that, surely.
Absolutely chuffed, mate. It wasn't a vintage performance. There was a lot of flaws in it, but it doesn't matter, mate.
I mean, they rolled the luck at times. He stayed in the game. They rolled the tidal wave from Fenerbahce. We were always going to get that, wasn't you, with the Jose Mourinho effect. He wasn't going to lie down after that first game. Tweaked his formation, tweaked his team around. They caused you a few problems, but I thought Sherney was the attacking outlet throughout the game. Whenever Sherney got the ball, the crowd was expecting something to happen. Ali on the commentary was saying, get it out to Sherney. And every time he got the ball, he was making stuff happen, wasn't he?
Aye, and he's got that colour of his left foot, mate, coming in for and obviously it doesn't work every time, but he's likely to make things happen, mate. And he was our most effective attacker by a distance, Josh. Yeah,
100%. And they've also proven they've got the heart and the desire and that work rate and the tireless attitude as well to go for 120 minutes there under that intense pressure. The whole momentum of the game changed, didn't it? They got the goal right on half time, changed the team talk maybe, changed the direction the game goes in. And you go 2-0 down, but then it's all about regrouping, getting through to extra time. You had fleeting chances, you were still in the game. And then, it gets to the lottery of penalties and Butland steps up, doesn't he? What an amazing performance again that was. I mean, we spoke about him on the show last week. His form's been indifferent, to say the least, all season long. But, in the two big games there, the season's on the line, isn't it? Because this is the thing you've got to play for now, getting through in Europe as far as you can. And he stepped up in these two games. He was magnificent. The organisation of the back line as well, again, was spot on. The save he makes right at the end that goes unnoticed maybe by a lot of people. It didn't by me and it didn't by Ali McCoist either. So, there's two people that it made an impact on. But, Ali, Rangers through and through, isn't he? He had to probably bite his tongue at times not to let the emotion come out. He was fair in his assessment of the game, but Rangers over the two games deserve to win it, lads. I think.
Yeah.
On the balance of those two legs, they did.
I think we shaded it in points. What I will say is, I thought the second penalty save of Jack Butland was an excellent save, Josh.
Yeah, 100% it was. I mean, to save the first one, the first kick of the shootout sets that tone, doesn't it? Saves the kick, Rangers get the advantage straight away. Tav steps up, the penalty expert, and puts it away. And after one kick each, you 1-0 up. And then, of course, Rangers missed one, didn't they? And I was thinking, the momentum's changed here. The next penalty was from Fred, wasn't it? He's playing for Man United. He's been around the block. He understands how these situations work. And Butland sprawls to his right, doesn't he? And gets his hand to it. So, yeah, both saves are important. But that second one, again, just to stem the tide a little bit. Because, Rangers have missed one. It had gone back to level terms again. And then he pulls it out straight away as well. And, the crowd are up again, aren't they? The whole momentum shifts again. So...
Yeah, it was. Listen, it's a fantastic result for us. It's good for our club's coefficient, and as you know, in your city, mate, Europe's not for everybody,
Yeah, and it also puts Scottish football on the map as well. And we equate it to the Liverpool and Everton situation. We're sort of in the shadow of Liverpool, aren't we? And I think the same's been true, without being too disrespectful to Rangers as well. So to claw that gap back, we got to the European final in 2022, and we're perhaps unlucky not to win it. It's kind of got shade to that again, hasn't it? They sort of put their eggs into the European basket. The lads seem to be able to raise the game a little bit more when it's in Europe. I think the mundane stuff in the league, the gap's got to that many points now where if they maybe took their eye off the ball in the league, perhaps they have. So this is an ideal opportunity for Barry as well, isn't it? I mean, as someone who's worked with him and interviewed him on the radio in the past, knows what Rangers is all about. He has that encyclopedic knowledge of Rangers Football Club, and he's implementing it through the managerial journey. You know, and you've got a massive game on Sunday. You know, thoughts on that, please, from yourselves, your side of it now.
Yeah. Listen, mate. We'll enjoy the night, and as soon as we all wake up tomorrow, all our focus will turn to Sunday, AK.
No, good comments there, Josh. I'm glad somebody's come to analyse the game the way you are. Because me and Ox are being round about the world. You're doing your bone, your fingernails, but it's just wow. It's just relief. You know, you could feel that in the stadium tonight. I thought it was a wee bit nervous and it filtered onto the park. But I thought Barry was very good actually with some of the subs that he was making and tweaking the formation to go back to a back four, you know, and put Ridvan across to his natural position. And there were loads of, you know, tactical switches in that he had to adapt what Mourinho was doing to counter him. And it worked. It was a game of chess at times, but you're right, the outlet was Czerny for us. Any time that he was kind of, you know, the Fenerbahce defence was very aware that he was trying to cut into his left-hand side to get a shot away. But it was just one of them. We're just glad to get out of the Linux and Sunday. Well, that'll take care of itself.
Yeah. Listen, look forward to Sunday now, enjoy it better. But that's a big result for us, Josh. It's important for two reasons. The finances always helps. It keeps the momentum going and the mood up, because it's important that any season doesn't just fizzle out. Yeah, so it's important on a lot of levels, and you just never know. You're allowed to dream, mate.
And then there's the energy of Ashkan and Barron in the middle gave you that platform to build from. They had the energy, putting tackles in, you know, provided that hub for everything that went, you know, that sort of went through to Czerny as well. So, you know, Barry's got that right as well, hasn't he, to get the midfield selections correct. You know, as somebody who played that position and captained Rangers in it, you can see Barry's fingerprints are on that already. You know, in terms of that position, like the expectation level as well.
Yeah. Well, we're short of numbers in there, mate. I mean, we had to. Lawrence, isn't he? He's never played much. He's more played forward and one, no being sort of midfield, and we were real short of numbers of players in there to replace and put energy back into the team. Barron's legs went, Diamandi's legs went because of the energy they put in it again, and we struggled to replace them. I think we've also been joined by David. Evening, David.
How's it going, lads?
All right, mate. How are you, mate?
Another night in it. A roller coaster again, innit? But
never in any doubt, David. Never in any doubt.
Well, do you know one thing as well? I'm quite happy with some of the, because I remember when we played them earlier, you were getting all this nonsense, you know, they're murdering me. They're not a bad side at all. And I thought
they showed that they can move the ball, and obviously the boy Fred did a decent game, mate.
Say that the boy Fred, I thought was kind of, you know, they kind of were running ourselves into the ground. I'm going to say I thought Czerny was terrific. I seen Dessers at the start, he kind of backs in, he's kind of winning fouls, but then he just disappeared. I'm thinking, we need somebody else up there, or maybe Igman come on next to him.
I thought Igman, when he came on, I thought he was actually worse than Dessers, mate. If I'm honest, mate, I thought his decision.
Totally agree with you. I'm a massive Igman fan, but I just thought he was actually trying things that weren't on. You know what I mean? I thought John Suter as well. John Suter.
He had a great game. Along with Tav, actually. Tav had a good game, mate.
I believe it.
Aye. You know, some of the things he done. But I imagine Josie must have said right said, Fred, to the young Brazilian AK.
You've always got a wee joke there somewhere. I think he's spotted.
I only read the script that Fox writes for me, mate. Don't blame me for the crap jokes.
I thought Josie had spotted Southside in the stand when he's gone on right side, Fred.
Yeah, but good performance. It was all about the result. And Josh, you're right about what you're saying about the game, but ask David now if he's thinking about Sunday. David, shortly all our focus goes to Sunday, doesn't it?
Well, you better believe it. I mean, people are talking about that before the game, and I said, God, we just need to get through this, you know. But, you know, people go like there. I've seen a couple of comments and all going like, you know, we've run ourselves into the ground there. You know, guys like Tierney and that have been playing for 40 minutes. But I genuinely think Rangers will be really boosted with that. And I don't actually think there'll be any problem with legs and that kind of carry on Sunday. I fancy us actually strongly at Parkhead on Sunday.
Hope you're right, mate. Josh, there you go. There's David's take on it.
Yeah, he keeps it sounding positive. You know, it's great, isn't it? You know, you can harness this result. You know, take it into the game on Sunday. Obviously, you know. Question to the lads: if Barry can somehow get a result in that game, I mean, ultimately, I think Celtic will be too strong. That's just my humble opinion. But if Barry can turn this into win against Fenerbahce, and win against Celtic, those three results look brilliant compared to a couple of weeks ago after the Motherwell game, where I was maybe questioning the lads. You know, their attitude, their appetite. They made individual mistakes in that game. They just didn't look up for it, did they, Barry's first home game? But to shift it round to now, going into Sunday's game, I had it down as a 3-1 Celtic victory. You know, I might have to sort of bring that scoreline in a little bit after what I've seen today, because the whole atmosphere, like Ibrox was buzzing, wasn't it? Like, you know, they're always like that on European nights.
Well, Josh, you were doing ever so well up to then you broke up. I never quite hear what you said about the result.
I think I'll have to maybe you know, think that one through again, because
right,
you know,
good man, because I never heard what you said. Did you, David? Did you hear what he said? Because I never heard it.
I did hear him, but I disagreed. You know, like the boys.
No, you never heard them, David. You never heard them. Yeah, carry on, Josh.
So yeah, I was talking about harnessing the momentum of this game and the European results into that league form. You know, Barry's coming at a difficult time for the club. You know, the fans weren't having Philippe come on, were they? And probably quite rightly so. You know, some of his post-match press conferences were embarrassing. You know, he was almost playing for time, trying to get himself through to the end of the season. So, you know, for both parties, it's worked out really well to part company with Philippe and get a Rangers legend in, someone that understands the place, he understands the culture. You know, users, fans will relate to Barry straight away. You know, you see him stood in that dugout. He's a Rangers man. Like, he was giving people piggybacks after that game. I was watching it on TNT, you know, the host broadcaster. And, you know, he was full of energy, bouncing off it. He came running on at the end of the game and, like, the big smile on his face. You know, he cares about Rangers. Like, his heart's in the job. And he's also got the tactical now. So he had comments then about, you know, he changed to the back four, which was quite right. He played a back five away from home last week to give himself that platform. It could have been 5 or 6-1 last week. Let's not forget that. You know, like, there's a marginal offside for one of the goals he didn't get and stuff. So, you know, to come back from being 2-0 down in this game shows that they have that resilience somewhere in them. I think earlier in the season, I think we might have seen a capitulation there. But, you know, Barry's got his hand on the tiller. He knows the direction that, you know, he wants Rangers Football Club to go in, which is ultimately building towards closing that ridiculous 16-point gap that shouldn't really exist, because Rangers are a massive club, aren't they? You know, the anthem is simply the best. So they need to get back to being somewhere near that in the short to long-term future. Build it up gradually, isn't it?
Listen, mate, there's change coming. It's in the wind, mate. But you're right, mate. Look, this is no slighting Philip Clement. It just looks a better fit, bizarrely, David, doesn't it? It just looks a better fit.
As I say, I was on here a couple of weeks ago about that, you know, and they harm me Phil Clement, but it just feels better, doesn't it? It just looks better. It just feels better. We were getting into a position here in that game, and I said, God, we're getting leathered here. We're really all the place, and I'm saying, what kind of change could we make here? And some of the kind of changes he did make was he brings Lawrence on. Nah, but actually brought the young boy Rice on, because I thought we needed legs in the middle of the park. But I just think
that's what Bailey's no got. He's no got legs.
Well, that's what I was going to say. It's no like I like, for instance, I like Sterling for energy and legs in the middle of the park. I prefer him in the engine room rather than right back. But as I say, it's just a wee different kind of upturn in results here. I mean, I would be amazed if Barry got it next season. I would be stunned. But you know what? It's gave us a wee bit of you know, but he's making decisions that we would make, if you understand what I mean. Phil Clements was making decisions that I don't think anybody agreed with. So I'm just delighted from it goes into that penalty shootout as well. And I thought, you know, I don't fancy us here. And it sounds daft, but I said, I don't fancy Rangers here. And we done it. So, no, delighted for everybody involved with the club. I mean, it's another unbelievable. I mean, that's just in the quarter final again. It's crazy.
Yes, it's crazy. AK.
Crazy seems to be attached to our club and our supporting it. But
Right.
it's just, it's relief. There's a lot of relief out there tonight. It could have went either way, particularly as the game was going on. But you look at the games and results of the last couple of nights. You know, Liverpool taking PSG back to Anfield. Probably everybody was expecting Liverpool to go through that game after winning over there. They overturn it, goes to penalty kicks. PSG progress. I watched the game last night with the Madrid derby, and Madrid Atletico were really good over the entire course of the game. But then it goes to Real Madrid. You just can't write them off when it comes to that. They had that winning mentality. And see, going with Barry's substitutions, going back to your launch or Bailey Rice, David, I was thinking that myself, but seeing it reflects here, maybe he's bringing on Lawrence to take a penalty kick. He scores his penalty kick.
That was the thing I thought as well. See when Lawrence comes on, because I don't think there's any question that every Rangers fan knows that Tom Lawrence is a very technically gifted football player, but he's not got the legs. It's all said there about Bailey Rice, but I just thought there was some guys. I mean, they're wee Barnes running his selling egg run the night. I mean, what a terrific performance.
He's got to learn when you don't play your mates into trouble, but you know, there's sometimes there's tapping 20 yards for goal, mate, and he's putting his mates into trouble.
They done that a few times, by the way.
If you watch the game, I thought he did a good game, particularly in the first half. Yeah, and he made a great pass in the second half. I can't remember who it was, maybe Tierney. However, but he's barring to improve his game. He's just got to just take that thing out, overplaying in the wrong areas of the pitch, and improve his passing. But listen, I'm not picking. I would say the difference between Lawrence and Bailey Rice. Bailey Rice, he's got a chance of getting legs. Lawrence is obviously at the back end of his career, and I don't think Tom Lawrence will be ways come August. Josh, last word for your good self, mate. The boys were going to wrap it up because of the time the game finished, but mate, you're welcome on here anytime. We enjoyed your call last week. We've enjoyed it again this week.
Oh, cheers, boys. So listen, you know, first of all, best of luck for Sunday's game. Let's hope that this can continue from your point of view, from a Rangers perspective. And also, you know, moving ahead to the next round against Bilbao, yes, they'll be missing a couple of players with suspension. You know, yes, the odds are stacked against them probably again. But it's about the fans going and enjoying the experience over in Spain again. You know, another European adventure with Glasgow Rangers, isn't it? You know, the season's elongated a little bit. You've got an opportunity to reach the semi-final, and then you just never know what'll happen. But, you know, it's game by game, isn't it? Again, you know, you need to get Sunday out of the way with now. Get up to Celtic Park and give them a game. Build on this, and then, you know, the sky could be the limit. But, you know, this is someone talking a little bit biased from, you know, a Barry Ferguson perspective. But I really hope that he gets the job. But I can't, in the grand scheme of things, I can't see it happening, boys, because they'll already have targets lined up, won't they? More experience.
I think so, but you never know. There might be a place. Only time will tell. But Josh, thanks for the call, mate, and we hope to speak to you soon, mate.
Yeah, cheers, boys. Nice one for having me on. Cheers. Anyway, appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem, anytime. David, last word, mate.
Josh, superb call where I totally agree with him. But you know, that's us. We're into another quarter final in European football, and it's quite incredible, isn't it? Regardless of what age you are, you know, it's quite incredible how we've got through here again. But we deserve it. But we've done it for donkeys, and we've seen Barry there holding the edge of the touchline. We were under serious pressure there at times. But there's just something about Rangers now, and they've got a bit between their teeth, you know. We know what's round the corner next season, but no, lads, delighted. Rangers quarter final, a European trophy. Here we go.
It's mental. It's mental. James Tavernier's record in Europe is it's unbelievable, mate. How deep he's got in competitions. When you think back, the 60s were a wee bit different. The 70s, I think we played in 2 quarter finals. The 80s, 1. the 90s will get the equivalent of one when 92, 93 when the Champions League started. Don't think we ever got there again. The 2000s, obviously, once 2008, the 2010s will skip, and then the 2020s, AK, we've got a final, and here we go again. We're in the quarters.
Aye, the roller coaster continues.
Aye.
That's the Rangers way, though.
Yep, last word, mate.
For myself, David.
Aye. Yeah, you AK.
All right, aye, never. Aye, I'll sleep the night, Ox. I'll sleep the night, but well done, Rangers. Fantastic. Pleased for everybody.
Aye, listen, thanks to your good self, AK, for doing the show. It was great to hear from David and Josh. Quality calls and quality people with David, good blue nose, and Josh got good insight in the game. But thanks to Fox and All School Blue for doing the technicals. Everybody enjoy their evening. Rangers Radio will be back tomorrow night between 8 and 10, talking about all things Rangers. Speak to you all soon. Take it away, Old School Blue.